So here we are out at the garden. We're going to look and see what we have to work with. We're going to plant some carrots, maybe some radishes for over the winter, and we will see what we can get done. So here are our raised beds. You can see there's a lot of leaves, a lot of vines, all kind of dead, which is fine. There's still a few little baby carrots left. But we're going to pull all this up and we're going to get rid of all of these dead vines, all these leaves, clean it up so that we can plant some vegetables that will grow during the wintertime. It is an extremely windy December day, but we have extremely warm weather right now here in Arkansas. It's supposed to be in the 70s all week, and it's the week of Christmas. That's how things work around here. You never know what the weather's going to be. So that gives us some time to do some fall planting that will be ready in the spring. The first thing we need to do is we need to get rid of all of these old vines, all these old plants. There's a lot of tomato plastic stakes, or to keep the stakes up on the tomato plants. Here, we're going to clean all this up, and then we're going to get a little rake and kind of break up this soil. So here we are the next day, still super windy, super warm in December. We finished doing the raised beds, cleaning them out, and kind of mixing up the soil. And so what we're going to do today is plant carrots, and we're also going to plant radishes. Radishes are a great companion plant to carrots. And if you want to know exactly what plants we bought, I'm going to link those down in the description box below. And if you're just joining us and you want to start over, go back and watch the first of this video. So these are the carrot seeds that I got. And the radish seeds is this brand right here. And I've never used this brand of radishes before. So we're going to plant these together. And the really cool thing is they're ready for harvest at different times. So you have, or you're going to have radishes probably before you're going to have carrots. And also this brand is seed tape, which makes it a lot easier to lay the seeds down in a straight row. I could not find any seed tape this time of year. I'm sure I could have ordered some, probably on Amazon or something, but I didn't do that for the carrots. And we will be able to do the carrots. That's no problem. I also wanted to show you real quick what seed tape is, if you're unclear. So this is the package of radishes. It says it's 15 feet of seed tape and ready for harvest in 27 to 60 days. Let's open this up so I can show you exactly what the seed tape is. And here are the directions, easy on the back. Remove the seed tape, separate and trim to your garden's needs, and lay it in the planting spot, cover, and water. So this is what it almost looks like, paper towel type material. It's really thin, and it's also biodegradable, so it is just fine planting it in the soil. And you see how small these seeds are inside of here. It makes it easier to have straight rows. So this is what seed tape looks like. So I have worked up my beds really well. And now I'm going to just dig a small, like a little trench here, so I can see where we need to plant the radishes. And remember, we're also planting carrots, so we're going to need 2 of these. So I'm going to do this, and then we're going to lay out the seed tape. So I'm going to take my seed tape, and can you see that it's got perforated edges there? We're going to tear off one of these for right now. So as you can see here, we have laid down the seed tape, and this is 5 feet. There are 3 rows of 5, which is 15, and it fits my raised bed perfectly. So we're just going to lightly put some soil on the top. Make sure that's still straight. We're going to put soil on the top of the seed tape, and then we're going to do the row over there, and then we're also going to do that raised bed over there. So now we move on to the carrot seeds. We just finished planting the radish tape in both of those raised beds, 2 of them. So now I want you to look at these carrot seeds. If you look at the bottom, it says there's approximately 1,500 seeds in this bag. So we will not be planting all of them today. You can actually do succession planting with carrots, and so in a couple weeks we can plant another row of carrots. And that's what we're planning on doing. But I want to open this up and show you how small they are. And if you're not familiar, the directions for what to do are on the back. I've poured some carrot seeds in my hand. You can see those are super small. So I'm going to plant these because you won't be able to see them once we put them in the dirt. And I'm going to plant them right beside the radishes. All right, believe it or not, they're all in there. And our next step is to water. All right, so we've finished planting. We have finished watering. And the last step is to do a thin layer of mulch. Now, I'm not talking about a bag of mulch that you would buy at the store. I'm talking about a thin layer of straw or crushed up leaves. We're going to be using crushed up leaves because we have plenty of those around here and they're free. The reason for this specific type of mulching is that when these vegetables start to sprout, they need to be able to push through the top of the soil. And you know, in the wintertime, when you get a crust on the soil and it's a little too hard to push through, these carrots and radishes, they need a little extra help. So we're going to cover these with some crushed leaves to help them with that. So I've just got some crushed leaves right here in the garden that I'm just going to demonstrate with, and then I'll go find more leaves everywhere else on our property. So all you're going to do is you're going to take your leaves and you're going to just crush them, tear them. If you have a crusher, that'd be great. And you're just going to put them right on top. So we're going to fill both of these beds with crushed leaves, and I'll show you the end product. So to make this easier, I found an empty 5-gallon bucket. I'm filling it up with leaves, and I'm just using both hands to turn them around and crush them so that you can have plenty for your mulch. All right, so we have our crushed leaves down. Sorry for the sniffles, I've had a cold. And I'm going to water it so they'll stay down. And if you're using the crushed leaves or probably even the straw, you're probably going to have to reapply the mulch just as you would with anything else. Before the season's over, just make sure that you're checking. All right, everyone, we have finished planting our carrots and our radishes. We've watered, we've mulched, and now we wait. Stay tuned for an update on how they're going and another video on when we harvest these carrots and radishes. But in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Maybe even share this video with a friend. See you later.